Hi, in this video tutorial, you will learn about the Power App's notify function and how you can use it to create notification messages that provide feedback for the end user as they interact with your application. I have this bookstore simple app. It has an edit form control, which has these form fields. It is connected to a Dataverse table, this table, which has these columns and data. And currently, I can insert a record. And when I do that, no message is displayed. It just cleans the form. So let's do an example. Developer, Tails, author, Sam Ryder, publisher, Fox Books, year 2022. And when I click save, notice no message is displayed. It starts running and just cleans the form. If I go to the Dataverse table and I refresh it, the new record is here. Now, the user doesn't have access to the database to know if the record was inserted successfully. So for a better user experience, it's important to provide a message to the end user telling if the insertion occurred successfully or not. So how do we do that? I'm going to close this. In this case, what we will do is this. Select the edit form, then go to the onSuccess property of the form, and then here by default it's false, meaning it doesn't do nothing, but you delete that and change to the notify function. Notify, and then you can add your notification message. Book added successfully. And then you can choose the notification type. So notification type, and there are several types of notifications. You can do error, information, success, warning. By default, it is information. In this case, we want it to be success. Close parentheses. Now let's save. Play again. Tag mysteries, Sam Ryder, Fox Books, 2026. Save. Now notice that this message appears, book added successfully, and then it is gone. It stays there for a few seconds. If you go to the Dataverse table, refresh it, the new record is here. You can also change the amount of time that the message will be displayed. For that, go to the message, and here you add a third parameter, which is timeout, number of milliseconds to display the notification before it is automatically dismissed. So if you want 2 seconds, you do 2, 1, 2, 3 zeros, since it is in milliseconds, and that's for how long the message will be displayed. So this is what the notification function does. It is used to provide feedback messages to the application user as he interacts with the app. And not always things go right. Sometimes there's an error in the application. In that case, you also want to display a message to the user saying that an error occurred. So how do you do that? In this case, go to the onFailure property. And here you create the notification message for the error. An error has occurred. Notification type, in this case, type is error, and then the amount of time that you want the message to be displayed. So let's click save, play the app, and now to simulate the error, what I'm going to do is to click the save button without filling any data. And see, the error message was displayed. You can also create information type of messages. So let's do that. I'm going to click here the save button. Now it's just showing this error message because the last time that we submitted the form, we submitted it empty, but there's no actual error. I'm just clicking enter here. The error is gone. And then here, I'm going to add at the beginning a notification message. There will be your record is being saved. And this time, notification type will be information. So first, it will display this message, then it will submit the form. And once the form is submitted and save happens successfully, it will display the success message that we created before. So let's play the app. Let's do a new book, Park novel, author Tom Writer, publisher Flamingo Books, year 2025. Click save. Your record is being saved. It was pretty fast. And then it said that the save was successful. You got the 2 messages. And we can also add warning type of messages. So let's do that. I'm going to click here on the save button. Here, let's comment out this one. And let's do this. If, open and close parentheses, and then we're going to display a warning message if the year is greater than the current year. So we're going to do that test. Data card, this one is data card value 4 is the name of this field. Data card value 4 dot text. This is greater than the current year. We need to put this one in parentheses and convert it to a number. So this is the test. If the content here is greater than the current year, then we're going to notify the user with a warning message. Year is invalid. Cannot be greater than current year. And then we say this is a warning type of message. Else, meaning the year is correct, we don't need to display the warning message. We just set var valid to true, which is a variable that tells the form is valid and can be submitted. Then, after that test, we do a check. So we check if var valid is true. So you don't need to add the true, you just put the name of the variable. Then you can actually submit the form. So you copy this original code here, like that, and we set var valid back to false. Okay, let's play the app. Let's do a test here, just with the year. Let's do 2029. We click save, and we get the error message. Year is invalid, cannot be greater than current year. If we set the year to 2025, we click save, book added successfully. And then, if we check in the database, the new record was added. Hey, if you like this video, please click like. And if you want to learn more about Power Apps, please subscribe.